What's good, guys? Welcome back to Excel Media. I'm Jack.
This is Phil, and today we're going to be talking about how to do sales for a six-figure personal training business.
Cool. So talk us through how kind of you acquire your clients and how you did your sales techniques.
Yeah, so this was definitely the toughest part about my business. I started off when I was 19, so it was super awkward when they would come in because they're like they did all the marketing's all set up professionally, and there's 19-year-old kid in front of them.
Right.
So it was really nervous for me at the time. But what you need to do is you need to really vibe with confidence. You need to just spew confidence when you're there. You need to know your stuff. You got to ask the certain questions that would really dive into their mind that, they need this training, rather than maybe I'll think about it, right? You want to implement in their mind that they need it. And so some good ways to do that is always with questions. Questions are always the best thing. Some interesting questions, for example, I like to say how many calories do you eat in a day? And that automatically puts in their mind oh my God, do I need to know that? You know what I mean? So questions about nutrition that are true, that you want to implement into their minds, really gets them thinking, really gets them understanding oh wow, this is going to be a different level of fitness and nutrition. So that's super important when it comes down to sales. But with sales, I've seen a lot of different techniques. And have you ever seen a hard sale? When people they're you need this training, or don't leave unless you pay, or that's LA Fitness, 24 Fitness kind of stuff.
Right, exactly.
I've seen it, and it doesn't work, guys. Just don't harass your clients. It's all about the client's experience.
Right.
So you want to make it as good as possible. Just be a reasonable guy, but also at the same time implement in their minds why they need to start looking into the nutrition, why they need this training. And so a good way to do that also is to offer a free session, which is a lead magnet, right? And the benefit of this also is that it collects emails.
Okay. So, to build your list up.
Exactly. So the longer you do this, the more emails you have. You send out an email, boom. All those customers that have worked with you that maybe have not signed up with you are going to be warm leads once again. And you can just kind of get them to come back in.
Right.
And that's also part of sales, which is online marketing, right? So from there, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the free session is pretty difficult. And you want to make sure that you push them, and you make sure you give them a really good workout, because that's what's going to also sell them. That's going to make them feel oh man, I need this. You know what I mean? I'm struggling so much. It'd be so beneficial if I kept up with this.
Oh, I see. It's kind of just hooking them and giving them the feeling of the requirement.
Exactly, and be honest with them as well. So if you know that they don't need the training, just give them their advice. Just be honest with them. You don't need this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there are going to be some people that really do need it, and those people are, which is most people, right? So that's when you want to talk to them and just be hey, I think you really do need this, and they can sense the sincerity in your voice.
Right.
They can sense that you really care, and you do, because this is your business and you care about it so much, right? So sales is all about connecting with the customer, definitely. So just be a good and well-spoken human.
Right.
And it'll be a really good process, and don't be afraid.
Be a good person overall.
Yeah, just be a good person overall.
Yeah.
But also make sure that they're there knowing that they need this. Yeah, that's basically everything.
Okay. Well, one part I want to kind of go over that you spoke about in the beginning is that you are this 19-year-old kid starting this business, and there are your clients, I'm guessing, is a little bit older at that time, not exactly 19-year-old as well. So how do you get over that barrier of okay, I am certified, I am professional, you can rely on me? Because getting that client trust is hard, right?
That's the confidence issue, man. That took me actually years to get down, man. I was so scared. But hands would shake and they come in and I'd just be hey, and then just, you got to be confident. That's where the workout comes in too, right? That first 5 minutes is going to be awkward, man. It's going to be awkward. It's going to
right, because it's taking directions from someone that's younger, right?
But now I'm 25, So
right. Of course, that's different now, right?
Yeah, but back then it would just be it'd be hard. But then after the workout, that's when the sale would be made. They're oh my God, this kid knows his stuff. You know what I mean? Oh man, so what if he's 19?
Right.
I got a killer workout. I got crazy information about what I can do, what I can eat to get to lose weight, and then it's the conversion rate is super high because
Right.
that workout, if you master that workout sale,
Uh-huh.
I like to call it a workout sale. Man, it's gonna be easy to land afterwards.
Right.
I guess the one last thing I would like to talk about is be direct with the payment. Right. Don't be
okay,
afraid.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
something I had a very big issue with too.
Uh-huh.
What I mean by this, let's put out this scenario, right?
Uh-huh.
The client comes in, it's like, oh man, that was a good session, but like, I gotta think about it. You know. What I mean?
Yeah, that's always awkward
So
part.
that's always the awkward part.
Because I
right?
say that.
Yeah, exactly, right? And that's, hey, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Right. And so from there, what do you do?
Right.
So from there, you just got to be like, hey, like, how much do you really want this? You're the one that came to me for this.
Oh.
So you could see that as a hard sale,
Mm-hmm.
but you can also see that as like giving them the opportunity. But be kind, but don't be pushy about
Right.
that. Don't be like, no, don't think about it now. Like you gotta, like, don't do that. Just be like, well, like just question into their minds. Like,
Right.
that's okay. Or you can tell them to come back later. But if they do want to really leave, let them leave with a lot of information. Give away all the information you can to them. That way, they're gonna text you back.
Right.
They're gonna text you back and say, "Hey, I'm ready, man. Let's
Right.
do this." You know what I mean? Or write them a meal plan, and then let them follow that meal plan for a week. They lose weight. It's like, dude, your stuff works. I'm in this. I'm gonna commit.
Right.
So the sale isn't always over. I take that back when I said like, when they think about it, that it's over. Yeah, I take that back. Once you help them and give them all the things that they need, the tools, they trust you and they're gonna come back. They want to work with you afterwards. I've seen that happen so many times with my business.
Right. It's building that trust through like what you know and your intelligence on your subjects. That kind of builds like their reliability in you. Because at first, like, oh, he's 19, or at the time, right?
Yeah.
Or like even now they come in, oh, he's just a fresh trainer that I found on Yelp or whatever.
Even now, yeah,
right?
like 25.
But then when you give them the hook, which is like all your free information, the nutrition guide, the meal plans, and a session that actually gets them like worked out.
Yeah.
Then okay, there's this newfound trust in you, saying that okay, maybe I can trust them with this money, and in return I can get my results.
Yeah, and there's a huge market for people that want to transform. Huge market, and it's never gonna end. Especially nowadays, like fitness is such a big industry right now. You know what I mean? People pay big ticket prices for a transformation because it's their health, it's the longevity of their life, it's like their joint health, their pain, their aches, all these things. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be worth it. And there's a huge market of people that want that. So get your sales down. Make sure that workout and that you're giving as much helpful content to them as possible. Just smothering them with all the things that they need to know.
Right.
And that builds trust. Like you said, the trust, right? Trust is everything. The client experiences everything. Even if they don't sign up today, there's still a very big chance they're going to sign up.
Right. So I think that's an important part a lot of people have to keep in mind. It's like, don't get discouraged after they don't, make the sale right away. Still give them the content, the information. And that's afterwards a warm lead. If they're not going to turn into a customer later on, at the very least, they could be a word of mouth for you, right?
Yeah,
which
definitely.
builds trust over time.
Definitely. They're going to say like, oh, dude, I got this free killer workout.
Right.
You should try it out. But, that might bring other free people that want free stuff. But you know what? That person might sign up.
Yeah, exactly. It's just always, throwing the fishing hook out there and, as many hooks as you can.
And once you nail clients, like I've signed up probably like thousands so far in my like six years of doing this. Every time you get better and better and better. It's like nothing for me now. It's just, hey, what's up, man? You want to sign up? Cool. I'll sign up. So cool. I'll see you next Monday. It's like it's all it's easy.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And like I probably don't sign up like say 15 to 20% of my clients.
Okay.
That's how good my sales have gone.
That's good.
When back in the day it would be like 50-50. I wouldn't know. But now it's like I know 80%. I'll get my client down, which is huge.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to talk about is selling within your sessions to people that are already signed up.
So upsell,
right? Upselling basically. Not just that, but also referrals.
Oh, okay.
Get your friend in here.
Yeah.
Talking with your client, you're going to be building a lot of relationships. And like a lot of girls or guys come in here like, oh, my spouse would love this. Oh, that's funny you say that, dude. You should bring them in. Things like that.
But like throw a discount on top or something like
You're
that.
Like,
right?
you know what? If you guys come in, like do this, and they always appreciate it. And so many times my one sessions turn into 2 people to 3 people, and that's always more money for me.
Right.
I make more than I would in any other hour with those sessions. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could even go up to 4 to 5 sessions or 4 to 5 clients per session. So I mean, the more the merrier. You know what I mean? So selling within your session, selling never stops.
Right.
After you made the first sale, it doesn't stop, even if they're recurring. Right. We said in the previous video that you only have to sell once, but there's always more to sell, upsell, like you said, right? This doesn't mean sell like supplements or things like that, or like bother them about like, oh, you gotta buy like my shirts or my apparel or anything.
Yeah.
No, this is just like, hey, like why don't you bring your friend in? If they bring it up, or if you make a good relationship with them, they'll wanna help you. They will wanna market for you. Trust me.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
And I guess another interesting question that comes out of that is, do you teach some of your trainers how to sell within sessions as well?
All the time. That's good too. When you start to get to the level when you have too many clients and you need to branch out to more trainers, which is just scaling your business, right?
Right.
You're scaling your business. You need to also teach sales to them. And the best way to do this is to make sure that your trainers aren't just training your clients, but they're also telling people about their goals, making sure they're on track. Hey Janet, how much weight have you lost this week? Like don't just let them like, count the sessions or count the workouts and then they're done. Make them keep accountability towards the client as well. Make them like talk about, so many times has Jazz or Chrissy been up to me like, hey, like Nora wants to add her friend on. But, oh shit, let her talk to me. You know what I mean? Or like, hey, Danny wants to bring Kim in today. Or like, oh cool, let's do it. Like that sounds good. Like, thanks for doing that. You're helping out the business. You know what I mean? I don't really do commission for that. It's just kind of like a thing I teach them, but I do pay them really, really well. I pay them better than any other company. That's for another video on scaling the business. But I care about my employees so much and teaching them everything. I'm just multiplying me. Right. That's what I'm doing with that. You know what I mean? This is making more fills. Basically.
But building that trust is at the core of that, right?
Exactly. Right. So this is a relationship building business, and sales just comes naturally once you just get it down. But just follow those steps. Make sure that they need it. Right. Make sure that you implement in their minds that this training is something that's super beneficial to them, that's going to really change their lives, and that you show them during the workout that they're going to be they're going to learn a lot too, and that they need this workout basically. And then the last thing is, don't be afraid to talk about money. Bring up the
that's
payment.
always the awkward part.
Exactly. Always bring up the payment and after the session. So hey, how do you want to pay today? Hey, or do you want to sign up today? Be firm about that. Be firm about that, and a lot of the times they're gonna sign up. That's how it works.
Is that what you've seen as a result? Most times they do say yes.
Yeah, 80%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Being firm about that. Trust me, after the session, they're gonna love it. They love it as long as you did a good job. Make that workout fun, exciting, and afterwards they're always gonna be down.
Right.
Yeah. So that's just basically it. That's it for sales.
Interesting.
Just keep in their mind, ask the questions that you need to, build up a questionnaire if you need to. You know what I mean? And then just keep selling as the sessions go on. Try to upsell with bringing other customers into the session, or maybe even another session, just sign up separately. So those are all the best ways that you can make sure that your sales are on point for your business. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess to wrap it up, let's to like generalize it for any business out there. Is just to build lead magnets, right?
Lead magnets, yeah.
Build an email list.
Offer like something that's like, you can't resist, like a free session. Maybe 2 free sessions. You know what I mean? Whatever's in your, your price range to give up. It's not even giving up. It's so worth it to do a free session. Yeah.
Because I think another way to look at it is a lot of businesses like to look at like those promotional deals or giveaways kind of as that's chipping away at profit. But another way to look at that is, what's the ad budget on you acquiring one customer versus you giving out, say, one free product or one free session, right?
Let's think about that, right? Facebook ad would cost me $350 for a month. One single client would be $440 or $550 or $600. So already, if I sign up one person, I'm already over. Right. You know what I mean? And usually an ad gives me like 3 clients, right? So I mean, 3, 4, 5 clients, so it's all up to you, but trust me, a lead magnet is always worth it. It seems like it's like more work and you don't want to do it, but make it irresistible. Yeah, and they'll come in. There's always a market for that. Yeah, and so just to kind of sum it up, be confident. Be confident with your sales. Don't be afraid to talk about money.
Right.
Let them know that they need this training. Keep like slowly implementing in their mind, like put it in subconsciously, yeah. It's like, oh, like, you should work on your core a bit or something, like, or, oh, like, wow, you see how you're like shaking a bit when you do those sit-ups? Those are all like little things that you should say when you're like doing the sale.
But be truthful about it.
Be truthful about it. Yeah, don't just like lie to them, because LA Fitness does that, right? And I hate that. My manager at LA Fitness used to always tell, like, we used to measure their fat on like the little machine, which doesn't work. But anyways, they would be like, so it would say like 15% body fat. He would legit add 10% to that. So they would tell him, oh, you're 25% body fat. And I felt so slimy, man. I felt so slimy doing that. Yeah. Man. I'll never, maybe that was just that branch, and my manager was just kind of like some shady guy. He's also a meme right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I haven't. Which one?
It's like this dude, like he's like some like, it's like he's like in an interview with a girl, and then like the girl thinks she like cheated on him and stuff. I'll show you later.
Yeah.
But he's a meme. He's a meme right now. Like literally a meme. He's a famous meme. But anyways. Yeah. Just be truthful, honest, confident.
Right.
And don't be afraid to get that money at the end. Talk about the money. That's it.
Running a good, honest business.
Yeah, and people can sense it from a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know the conversion rates of LA Fitness and 24 is super low because of that.
Right, maybe that could be another video one day, like scandals of working at LA Fitness.
Man, I would love to talk about
shady
that. If they don't go after us, man, But yeah, I mean, I would love to.
A little disclaimer on the bottom.
Yeah, disclaimer, like this might not be true, things like that. That's just my experience,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's basically everything. Yeah, so let's tune into part 4 where we talk about how we actually talk with the clients and give them the best service, what it means to go above and beyond.
Awesome, cool.
That's going to be part 4.
All right. I guess we'll see you guys on the next part.
See you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.